Okay, so we're going to be making a lidded container. I wedged my clay already, so it's all ready to go. I want to roll it out to make my slabs. So I want to make sure that it is somewhat flat and not so much in a ball. So I can kind of squeeze it out like so, okay? And I can also hit it on the table like this, and it kind of elongates it and makes it flat at the same time. Okay, so once I have it a little bit more flat and ready to be rolled out into a slab, okay, I need to make sure that I have my pillowcase. Okay, if you do not do this with a pillowcase, it's gonna stick to the table and you're gonna have to start over pretty much. So I'm gonna put my pillowcase out. I'm going to grab 2 of the wooden sticks. Okay, these are going to prevent my rolling pin from making the clay too thin. Okay, so I have my 2 sticks here. Grab a rolling pin, okay? I'm gonna put my clay in the middle of my 2 sticks. And I'm gonna take the rolling pin and I'm just gonna roll out the clay. Okay, now I wanna make sure that my rolling pin stays on the 2 sticks, because if it comes off, then it's going to make one side way too thin, okay? So I'm just gonna roll my clay out, creating a slab. Okay, I can also put my hip on the side of the table to prevent my pillowcase from sliding up. That kind of helps a little bit. Okay, again, making sure that my rolling pin does not go off of the 2 sticks. Okay, I'm gonna roll it all the way out. Okay, until I have a nice slab. Okay, so once I have my slab, I can get rid of my 2 sticks, put those to the side. I'm gonna grab a ruler, okay? Now, it's very important that you measure correctly, because if you do not, then your slabs are not gonna fit together and you're gonna have a little bit of a mess. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this up a little bit. Okay, so the measurement of my slabs is going to be 4 inches. So I'm going to try and get the most out of my clay. I'm gonna come down to the very bottom to where it's almost 4 inches wide, okay? And I'm gonna draw a line. Now, you can use a needle or you can use an X-Acto knife, whichever one is better. So I'm gonna start with a needle first. So I'm gonna draw a line, 4 inches, okay? And then I'm gonna go to the left side and I'm going to measure. I'm gonna put my ruler on the 4 here. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line 4 inches here, okay? Now from here, I'm going to place my ruler up here. I'm not gonna draw a line yet, but I'm just gonna make a mark where the 4 inches is, okay? And one other thing to notice, that my ruler, okay, the 0 is actually not the edge of the ruler. Every ruler is different, so make sure you pay attention. You want to start at the 0. So if that's the edge of the ruler, great. If not, then you need to make sure you start at the 0. Okay, so I made my little mark. I'm gonna come over to the edge here, edge of my line, and make sure that's on the 4. And then I'm gonna line up with that dot. Okay, now if you notice, my dot is not right at the 0. So that's why we did our dot, is so that we can make sure that we're the right distance here, but we also wanna go all the way to the 0 on this side, okay? And then from there, I can connect these 2. Again, make sure that your lines and measurements are correct. Okay, now I'm gonna take an X-Acto knife because I like that it cuts more clean than my needle. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I can actually cut. I'm gonna keep my ruler there so it's nice and straight. I can cut all the way off. Okay, again, I can cut all the way off because I don't need that excess. Now, some of you that might be creating pieces that you're gonna add, you can create all kinds of little things out of that. Flowers, any kind of design that you wanna add, okay? So you can put that to the side if you need it. okay? So now I have my slab. Okay, I am going to make 4 slabs. Now, I do not want to pick it up right now because it will warp the slab, okay? I need to keep it on my pillowcase and then I will blow dry it from there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out. I might be able to get 1 or 2 more out of this, okay? And then I will have to re-wedge, roll it out again, and make the rest of my slabs.